Okay, so for our next problem, as shown here in the figure, so ganun ulit. This time, meron lang tayong overhang beam kung saan yung AB mo is overhang or nakalawit. So, ganun. So for this problem, medyo mas madali lang siya. So magkaroon lang tayo ng isang problema sa pag-establish ng equation. Pero yung section na gagawin natin, as you can see here, dalawa section lang yung gagawin natin. So una, between A and B. So let's name this as our section 1. And yung pangalawa is between B and C. So sabihin na lang natin dito. Anyway, wala namang problema kung saan ka mag-section. Kung gitna man yan or hindi, okay lang. Okay, so before that, let's solve first for the reaction. So again, this is a simply supported na may overhang portion. So again, wala naman siyang horizontal. So let's just say that this is By. And ito, roller. So isa lang naman yung reaction dyan that is equals to Cy. Okay, so anong gusto nyong gawin? So para mas madali lang, ang gagawin ko, magmo-moment ako dito sa point C para makuha ko yung value ng By. Okay? So by taking summation of moment at point C equals to 0, so the equation will be, so English unit pala tayo, naka-pound and feet. So 10 times By, so equals to 200, yung concentrated load, multiplied by the distance of 14, and then plus 120. So ano yan uniformly distributed. So 120 times 10, so magiging concentrated load siya, and then multiply by its perpendicular distance, which is equals to 10 over 2 or equals to 5. So we will have a value of By, which is equivalent to what? So pindutin lang natin sa ALQ. 200 times 14 plus 120 times 10 times 5, and then divided by 10. So we have here 880 pound. And for the Cy, so to solve for that, we will just take summation of forces ng Y. So dito ko lang isulat. So take summation of forces ng Y equals to 0. So the answer will be, or the equation will become Cy is equals to 200. Ito. Plus yung 120. Uniform load multiplied by its span, which is 10. And then minus 880. So with that, we will arrive at an answer of, so 200 plus 120 times 10 minus the answer, that is equals to 520. Okay, so next step, i-project lang natin yung mga reference line natin. So dito, and then ito, dito sa By, lagyan natin dyan. And then dito, ayan. So the first diagram is the shear diagram. Okay, so this is for the shear. So the units is in pound. And yung isa is for the moment diagram. So ilagay ko na lang banda dito. Okay. So moment diagram. So the unit of that is in pound feet. Okay? So, unahin natin yung section 1, okay? So considering the section 1, ayan. So mangyayari lang din, that equation is valid for the distance of 0 hanggang sa distance na 4. Okay? So i-drawing mo lang siya. Ayan. So you have here a concentrated load na 200. So meron pa ba? Wala na, ano? So I will let this as my distance x. Again, yung pababa mo for the shear and yung moment, so counterclockwise for the moment. Ayan. Okay, so by taking summation of forces ng y, assuming downward direction as positive, so our equation will be shear is equals, so parehong pababa, so that is negative 200. Okay? And for the moment, so dito ko lang sa baba is, sige, dito sa tabi. So by taking summation ng moment at section 1 equals to 0, so we will have moment m. So pareho din ng direction, so magiging minus 10. So minus 200x. Okay? So we're done with that. Next will be for the section 2. So considering section 2. So for the section 2, ganito yung makikita natin sa diagram. Medyo lakihan lang natin ng konti para kitang-kita. So you have here 200 pound. And then dito, meron kang reaction na By, which is equivalent to 880 pound. Ayan. So ang uniform load mo will start here and ayan, on this section. So the value of this is 120 pound per feet. Okay? So again, yung distance na to, this distance is equivalent to x. Okay? And given on the figure, this distance, ayan, so that is equivalent to 4 feet. Okay? So if that is 4 feet and this is distance x, so ibig sabihin, yung distance na to, yan, away from this point, so that distance is equivalent to x minus 4. Okay lang? Alright. So, again, the shear downward is positive and moment counterclockwise. So, this equation is applicable for the distance of 4 hanggang sa distance na 14. Tama? Okay, so let's start first with shear. Assuming downward direction as positive, take summation of force 1 and y. So, we have here the shear. And then, equals ko na to 880. And then, ito yung pataas. So, minus 200. And then, minus. So, may uniform load ka. 120 multiplied by x minus 4. Okay? And the next will be for the moment equation. So, that will be, so assuming counterclockwise moment as positive equals to 0. So, that is moment is equals to, so unahin ko muna itong may positive value. 880 times x minus 4 and then minus 200 times distance ng x. And then for the uniform load, so that is equals lang sa 120 and then multiply by x minus 4 para maging 4 siya. And then yung kalahati lang nito. Or times x minus 4 divided by 2. Okay, so we have now the working equations that we're going to use. So now we will plot the shear and moment diagram using these equations. Okay, so guys, let's start first for the distance of 0 hanggang sa distance na 4. So ang gagamitin nating equation is itong dalawa. So for the shear, walang problema. So again, sabi dito, bababa siya ng negative 200 kasi tama naman merong ang 200 yung pababa. So negative 200. And that value is applicable hanggang sa distance sa 4. So dire-diretso lang siya dito. Ayan, so negative 200 pa rin siya. Okay, next. So this time we will now use this equation, okay? And as you can see here, magkaaroon ka ng, may concentrated load, yung reaction mo pataas. So magkaaroon ka ng dalawang value for the shear at point 4 meters away from A. O dito sa point B na to. So ang gawin mo, input mo lang sa alky ulit ito. So 880 minus 200 minus 120. Then quantity of x minus 4. And then calculate. So again, this is applicable for the, i-check natin yung value niya for the distance of 4. So doon, nagkaroon siya ng, ang value is 680. So tataas ka daw dito ng 680. Ayan. So that is 680. And the next, so Ano ba sunod natin na change load? So, dito na, no, sa distance ng 14. So, i-calculate mo lang ulit. So, magiging 14 siya. Tama ba? 14. Okay, so 14. So, naging negative 520. Which is correct naman, no? Kasi sa CY, meron siyang positive 20 or tataas siya ng 520. So, magiging 0. Okay? Ayan. So, this is negative 520. So, guys, kung napansin nyo dito, di ba ito, rectangular yung shape or this is a 0-degree curve. So, nangyari dito, naging first degree curve na siya. Ayan, first degree curve. So, sabi ng CY, meron daw siyang pataas. So, dito, magsisiro pa. Ayan. So, tama. Kasi sa kabilang dulo, nag-zero ulit siya. So, this is the shape of your shear diagram. Okay? So, dito, kung mapapansin nyo, dito nagkaroon ng zero shear. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, nandito sa point na to, yung maximum moment. So, dagdagan lang natin yung ating reference line. So, ibig sabihin, dito magkakaroon ng maximum moment. So, for example, sa problem, ipapahanap sa atin yung maximum moment. So, ang kailangan ko malaman is, saan siya malolocate? O saan ka magkakaroon ng, saang distance ka magkakaroon ng maximum moment? So, paano mo siya gagawin? Okay, so ano nga yung key note natin or yung pointer natin dun sa relationship kung nasaan si maximum moment and ano yung value ng shear kapag meron kang maximum moment. Diba, the location of the maximum moment is located from where the shear is equals to 0. Okay? So, dalawa kasi ang pwedeng maging location yan. It's either dito or dito. Anyway, dito wala naman magiging problema kasi ayan alam natin yung distance na yan. 4 yan eh. Ito yung problema natin. Hindi natin alam kung nasa gitna ba siya mismo or at what distance. So, para magawa yun, so syempre, meron naman tayo ditong equation ng shear. Ito. So, gamitin mo lang to. Again, sabi mo nga, yung location ng maximum moment is nandun kung saan 0 yung shear. So, ito, palitan mo lang to na 0, itong wing to. So, 0 is equals to 880 and then minus 200 minus 120 times x minus 4. So, pag sinaksak mo sa calc yan, magkakaroon yan ng value ng x. So, i-check natin. So, shift solve. Ay, ano? Ayan. So, lagyan natin ng value. So, malamang lampas siya ng 4. So, sabihin ko na 8 siguro. Malapit sa 8. So, sabi dyan, the value of your x is 9.6667. Okay? So, ito gagamitin natin mamaya para do sa moment equation. Para mahanap natin yung value mismo ng maximum moment. If nandito nga ba siya sa point na to. Okay? So, that is 9.667 feet. Ayan. Alright. So, we're done with the shear diagram. So, this time, we will now proceed with the moment diagram. So, unahin natin yung for the distance of 0 hanggang 4. So, ang equation niya is negative 200 times x. So, i-calculate mo lang ulit. So, at a distance of 0, the moment is equals to 0. So, dito lang siya. So, 0 pa rin siya. Next, at a distance of 4, so, calculate mo lang 4. So, magiging negative 800. So, ibig sabihin, so coming from a rectangular shape or 0-degree curve, magiging first-degree curve lang siya dito. Ayan. With the value of negative 800 pound-feet. Next, so ang gamitin natin equation is itong mahaba. Ayan, ito. So, input mo lang sa ALQ. So, 880 times x minus 4 minus 200 times x and then minus 120 is x minus 4 squared divided by 2. So, calculate. So, again, this equation is applicable for the distance of 4 hanggang 14. So, check lang natin doon sa distance of 4 kung magbabago ba. Pero alam ko hindi ito eh. Ayan, so negative 800 pa rin siya. Next, distance na ilalagay natin is itong distance na 9.667. Okay? So, 9.667. So, calc natin, 9.6667. So, ang value niya is 1,126.6667. Okay, so andito siya, positive. So, ilagay natin dito. So, 1126.6667. Okay. So, paano ba yung magiging shape niya? Again, this is a first degree curve. So, ang sabi ko nga, magiging +1 lang siya. So, magiging second degree. Ano ba yung mga second degree natin? So, it's either spandrel ka, paganyan, or ang shape mo is parabola. Okay? So, may degree of curve na yan. So, nth degree, nth degree. So, paano natin malalaman if paganito ba siya, paganyan yung shape, or paganyan? Okay? So, nakadepende yan sa previous value niya. Doon sa value ng iyong shear diagram. So, kung mapapansin mo dito, alin ba ito? Diba dito sa point na to? So, between these two values, nandito ka kasi, diba? Dito ka nagtapos sa point na to. Itong point na to at itong point na to. So, babase ka doon sa sinundan, doon sa shear diagram. So, itong point na to and itong point na to. So, meron ka ditong value na 680 and meron ka ditong value ng 0. So, between these two value, alin ba yung maximum value? So, between 0 and 680, alin dyan yung maximum value? So, di ba yung 680? So, guys, kapag maximum value, tatandaan nyo, kapag maximum value, maglalagay ka dito ng vertical line. Ayan. Patayo. And kapag minimum value, nakahiga kang ganyan. Alright? Ayan. So, pag dudugsuin mo lang yung dalawa, ayan. So, ito, vertical daw. Ayan. Ayun. So, pag ganyan yung itsura ng kanyang moment diagram. So, kapag sinade mo siya, ayan na siya. Okay? So, I hope na unawaan nyo na. Ayan. So, next, we will now input. So, ano yung sunod natin distance? So, the distance of 14 na, di ba? So, calculate. So, again, anong meron sa distance 14? Di ba support yan? So, dapat magsisiro yung moment natin. So, check natin kung magsisiro. Sana mag-0. So, yun yung palatandaan nyo na tama yung mga value na pinindot nyo. Ayan, 0. So, good thing 0. So, again, ganun ulit. Kung mapapansin nyo dito, hindi natin alam kung pa ganito ba siya or pa ganon. So, para maalaman again, nakabase siya dun sa sinundan na diagram. So, dito sa dalawa, di ba ito, itong point na to at ito. So, para dito, ito, itong 0 and yung 520. So, between these two values, regardless na positive siya or negative, alin dyan yung meron maximum value, numerical value? Di ba yung 520? So, ano nga kapag maximum? Patayo. So, sabi dito, magsi-0. So, ilagay ko na lang siya dito. So, maximum patayo, and then kapag minimum, nakahiga. Ayan. So, pag dugsungin mo lang yan, ayan. So, nag-0, ibig sabihin, tama yung sagot natin. So, ganito yung itsura ng kanyang moment diagram. Okay? So, ayun. Kung, again, ang normally ang pinapahanap dito is the maximum value of the shear and moment. So, para ka sa moment, kapag hinanap is the maximum negative moment, so itong negative 800. And para kay positive moment, so itong 1126.667. Ganon din kay shear. So, meron kang dito na maximum value ng positive shear and meron kang maximum negative shear na negative 520. Pero usually naman guys, yung largest value lang naman yung inaano niya. Pero may instances kasi na kailangan mo siyang i-design using the negative value. Okay? So let's proceed with the next problem.